Hello everybody. Today I've got a video for you which is another recent finds video. Now this is a mix of a couple of cars from the Australian Cars The Collection magazine series by EXO and some cars I found to and from a holiday or getaway we had last week up at Lightning Ridge, which is a little place where people go opal mining out in northwest New South Wales, I guess you say. So, yeah, anyway, I'll show you what I got. Well, first up, issue 49 of Australian Cars The Collection. This car should have actually been shown in my previous video because I did find it over a couple of weeks ago. There's no actual magazine articles from back in the day. These are, well, this one could be, but that does look like an XA or an XB Falcon in the background, so, oh, okay, wheels January 77, so, yeah, unfortunately they didn't go back too far with these. Oh, okay, wheels, 1960, September 1960 as well, so, yeah, so that's good. This is the car, an FB special sedan from 1960, so it's appropriate. The Wheels magazine articles right at the back are from 1960. Great detail. Two-tone paint, which, you know, looks really good. I guess in a way they're like Australia's version of a 57 Chevy. I know they're a fair bit different, but I mean, they got the fins and the way the headlights are set. The EK model was very similar to this as well, like I showed when I went to the Cabon Museum in Bali, and they had a few FB Holdens as well as an EK. But yeah, this is really nice. The interior, I think, is two-tone red and white. I can see red in the interior. In the back parcel tray, you can see it. It does have a Holden or a special badge on the boot, so that's really nice. Special badge on the front guard. And good representation of the Holden hubcap as well as the Holden logo on that hubcap. So that's really nicely done. Now the next one is one that is a bit closer to my heart, as it is. It's a 1979 Ford Escort RS 2000. And this is the Australian-made version, so it's perfect for this series. I actually own a Monza Red two-door version of an RS 2000. It's an incomplete rolling shell at the moment, but missing its nose off the front of the vehicle. But I do have it. It's painted nicely like the bodywork on the car. On the artwork, this has the stripe that the one sold in England, Europe, and South Africa had, which is incorrect for the Australian version. If you look on that white one, they're the correct stripes. I think this has the correct mirrors, which are shared with Falcons, Fairlanes, Australian-built Cortinas and Capris. Another inaccuracy is this has the headrests for a Recaro seat, and they're usually referred to as fishnets because they got like netting type material in the headrest in between. The wheels on this, they're correct. They're a optional wheel that these got. You could either get them with steel wheels, which were 5-inch, or you could get a Volante wheel, which were a 5.5-inch. And of course, people put all sorts of wheels on them. Ford Escort RS 2000, the Aussie-made sports sedan. Unique to Australia, no other country in the world got a four-door RS 2000. Disappointingly, there's no articles in this magazine from old Wheels magazines. This one's a more modern Wheels article. This particular car belongs to a motoring journalist named David Morley because he works for a sister magazine of Wheels, which is Unique Cars, and from time to time he did little write-ups on what he was doing with his car. This one here is owned by another motoring journalist, Paul Gover, I think, because I did have a brief read of this before. That one, actually, you can't see them clearly, but it appears to have the standard Ford road wheels on it, the steels. Bonnet pins, which are interesting, so it probably had a bit of work done to it. Yeah, there's a rallying version of a RS 1800. And there's a little write-up from a Wheels magazine road test of the 1976 German import that Australia got. We got 25 of those for motorsport homologation. A number of those were either rallied or raced, but some of them just become road cars. And most of the 25 still exist to this day because I am a member of that Facebook page. Even though I don't own one, I do really like the one that's called a German RS 2000 because they're made in Saar Louis in Germany. Yeah, we also got 25 of the Mark 1 Escort RS 2000, same reason for rally and touring cars. Not all of them got used as race or rally cars. A number were just road cars. Yeah, the little 2-litre Pinto. I think the original Mark 1, it had shield seats in it rather than Recaros like the later European ones. The Aussies always had shield seats in our RS 2000s. This one's got an X-Pack body kit. The seats in it look like shield headrests. So I'd say that's an Aussie RS 2000 that's had an X-Pack kit added, but yeah, look, it's got the Falcon door mirrors. That's a giveaway, it's an Aussie. See, the Euro ones had different mirrors. Yeah, and a vinyl roof some of them got. Yeah, oh well, I mean, some people like them, I guess. But none of the Australian ones got vinyl roofs. This is the model. And as you see, it's got the the correct pinstriping, which I think 7 individual stripes. The way the headlights and that are done is very good. Everything looks just right on it. It does have the correct headrests on it, so they'd be shield seats. The wheels are possibly a little bit too shiny. They should be more of a matte silver finish, but maybe when they're brand new, they looked really shiny like that. Although the ones I've seen over the years have always been a satin colour. Another difference between the Aussie and the Euros. The Euro ones, or German-made ones, had a black panel in the middle. It was just the back panel painted black. My very own Australian one, I did get mine painted like that. And the RS 2000 sticker or decal goes on the boot. Yeah, so anyway. And the Australian one also got a fuel tank underneath the car instead of on the right-hand side like the European ones. And the filler for it's behind the number plate. It's got a flip door, which is a good thing. So yeah, very pleased. I mean, if it was a Monza red 2-door, that would have been fantastic. But in this yellow, which would be pine and lime, yeah. I mean, it was a very popular colour, and the choice of a 4-door is perfect because it's the Australian RS 2000, and since the only place in the world you could buy a brand new RS 2000 with 4 doors was Australia. So I know some people think this collection should be all for Falcons from Ford or Holdens or Chrysler Valiants, but this was an Australian designed and made car. Well, I mean, it was based on a European one, and the bits and pieces to make it were imported, but it was still an Australian creation, the four-door RS2000, so that is perfect as part of this collection. And as you see, I did happen to buy a second one. The only time I've bought a second one from this series, and that's with a view down the track to if I'm able to buy a red two-door. I want to put a set of the Volante wheels on it, and I'll change the wheels on the other one. Oh, one of these two yellow ones I've got. So I did get another Ferrari 5-pack. Yeah. I don't know. This is possibly something I might trade or sell. I'm definitely going to open one of my 5-packs. Yeah, I found this at a Coles up at Gunnedah on the way back from our trip away. It was on sale, so it was just over $11, which isn't bad for 5 Hot Wheels cars, especially Ferraris. This is a great 5-pack because unlike some Hot Wheels 5-packs where you're unhappy with something in your 5-pack, there'll be one or two that are a bit meh, you know what I mean? This is great because it's 5 Ferraris. You know, F40 V12, isn't it? 12-cylinder. 365 GTB4C, SF90 Stradale, and a Dino 206 GT. Yes, I have heard some say this car is better than a 250 GTO, and hey, that's that person's opinion, or there may be more than one that have that opinion. I mean, I don't agree, but that's fine. This Shelby GT500, which I found at Kmart at Gunnedah on our return journey. We were stopping off for lunch at Gunnedah because it was about 3.5 hours from Lightning Ridge, so it was a good halfway point, maybe 3 hours. So anyway, I think I may already have one of these in black. But if I have this one, or depending on the condition of the other card, this one or that one will get freed from the pack. Possibly even de-striped. You know, just in black. This would be a great casting. So that may happen. We will see. Now, this one was another I found at Kmart. It's a G.I. Joe Cobra Hiss. I did see this on a video that Jim from Red Trucks did. And yeah, I sort of wasn't aware of this one too much. But Jim from Red Trucks likes science fiction type vehicles as well as Australian vehicles, and his main content, Red Trucks, which is of course fire trucks. But he got one of these. And I thought, yeah, well, I've got the G.I. Joe plane, which is something like an F-14 Tomcat or something. So I thought, well, since I've got the other G.I. Joe car, I should get this one as well. So that's why I've got that one. I dropped by this same Kmart and I managed to pick up a few premiums. This is from the Modern Classics series. It's a Porsche 993 GT2 in a nice metallic silver. The rear wing's a little bit too big, but it is a GT2, so, you know, it'd be really a racing vehicle, so the wing's not too silly. Now, I don't have any other vehicles from this series. I'd really love the Ferrari Testarossa. Well, the Mazda 323 GDR, it'd be cool. The Toyota Sora as well. Yeah, but no luck with those. I did find this one from the Modern Classics. This is the Nismo 270R or Nissan Silvia S14, I believe. This one I felt pretty lucky to find this one because it's a Nissan. How did I find it? Nissans are usually, pretty hard to find. There's JDM, they're so popular. So, very fortunate. So, yes, I've got two from the series now, so, yeah, really happy. Happier if I had the other three, especially the Testarossa or Testarossa. Yeah, so that was really good. Last but not least, we have the Barbie van, which is a custom GMC panel van. Now, I don't think I actually have one handy to me at the moment, unfortunately, because I do have one that I think I showed in a recent favourites video. But if you look at that bull bar and the lights on the roof and the rear spoiler, this van is actually the A-Team van casting. Shame they didn't use the wheels. But no, the wheels that are on it are perfect for this Barbie version. And the orange bumper bar and interior makes it different, and it suits the graphic. Yeah, this was another great find. Yeah, 3 great finds in a row. That I don't think that G.I. Joe Cobra was there, because if it was, I would have got it on my first visit to that Kmart. It was actually a Kmart hub, which sometimes see in the country. But I'll give you one more look at that. That's pretty good. Yeah, I really like that. The artwork on it's good. I know Barbie's a girl's toy and all that, but I don't know. It's got surfing on it and that, so it fits the vibe of that fan. I could have actually bought 2 of these, but no. I think there was, one of those, and there was another silver Porsche, but I don't always buy doubles. I could have. I mean, but no. Yeah, so anyway, that's enough for this video. All right, I thank you very much for viewing. Hope you're all doing well and in great health. Goodbye.